Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I have Haunted Shadows. DIY number 1, Whispers on the Wall. So I found this little hanging art piece at Dollar General. And this is all-purpose caulking. I believe I also got that at Dollar General. You can get small tubes of it at Family Dollar or Dollar Tree. If nothing else, you go to the hardware store. But you want all-purpose paintable. And I'm just going to spread this all around the inside back. Make sure I get it all covered. I got these little plastic tools at Dollar Tree. They've come in very handy for things like this. And they wash off easily. They're sturdy enough. And I'm just going to create some patterns, some texture, some swirls through it. We want to make it look like a plaster wall. And just keep working it until you get it how you like it and everything's covered. Now, I originally painted this gray, the frame and the back, and I do the candle wax and then the black paint over top, and I didn't care for it, so I end up painting it black later, so you'll see it looks kind of weird here in a minute, but so I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I didn't care for it, so I changed it. Now I'm just painting a couple coats of just regular old white chalk paint. And now we're going to do a black wash. And this is just some black chalk paint mixed with some water. And I do it kind of dark, because I really want it to get in all the crevices. And of course, I let the caulk just dry overnight, by the way. And I'm just going to go through and just cover this whole thing completely with the watered down black paint. And we're just going to start dabbing off the excess with some paper towels. And end up doing it a second time and darkening it a little more. And you see how it's getting down in the crevices, but it's still a little light here. And you'll see, oh, see how the frame has the gray showing through the black. Yeah, it just, I didn't like it, so I went back and painted. Here we go. So I just go back and paint it black. No big deal. No big deal. Just a little bump in the road. And you see how the second time I did the wash, how the background's a little bit darker. And I got these little frames at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint this black. Now these are very flimsy. You'll see I do this all up and then I end up gluing another piece to the back. So you might want to double up before you start, because it was starting to crack on me every time I tried to do something. They're very flimsy. Now this is just some rose gold that I'm using to dry brush once the black paint is dry. Give it a little antique look here. And then we're going to do the same on the frame. Just knock most of the paint off your brush on the paper towel. And always keep it all in the same direction as well as you can, because that's how things are going to naturally age. And I got this little raven and rose picture off of Etsy, and that's a little piece of paper plate. Now this was a little thin, it got a little floppy on me, so you might want to use something sturdier if you're gonna just need to create a backing of some kind. It was curling up on me once it was wet. It wasn't a big deal, and I didn't need to be extra heavy duty. I'm gonna put a nice coat of Mod Podge to seal it down. And once that's dry, I take some tacky glue. I just take a Q-tip and I'm going all around so I can glue it into my frame here. And what I'm going for is this to be like a wall in an old haunted house maybe, or a witch's cottage, and this would be the picture that would be hanging on the plaster wall. So I get that glued in place. And then here I have the other frame that I painted. I painted the one side black. I don't know why I bothered to paint the whole thing. You really need to just do the edges, but that's okay. And a little more tacky glue. Spread that around with my popsicle stick and glue that to the back. And I went ahead and clamped it and left it alone for about an hour. Made sure they would glue together. But yeah, they were so flimsy. So yeah, you might want to double up first before you do a project with those. Now I've got this little piece of lace ribbon that I've glued to the top back of the frame. And then I put a little tiny bit on that little piece on the side, because I want that to just be kind of draping, hanging off of the picture. Figure out where I want to place it. A little hot glue here. Get that kind of off to the side. I don't want it centered. And this is a little creepy cloth that I just kind of bunched up in the bottom. I thought about maybe a little moss, and I was kind of back and forth, and I decided to go with the creepy cloth. These were fun to do. These shadow boxes. This isn't really a shadow box. The other two are shadow boxes, but these are kind of minimalist. There's not a whole lot, they're not cluttered, and we're busy. Just, trying to do something to make you kind of think, what's this, And I'm going to go ahead and put a little spider. This happens to be crawling up the wall. And this one's done. It already has a little hanger on the back. DIY number 2. The sealed reliquary. So these little shadow boxes I got, they were little Valentine's things or whatever. Dollar General again. And I just plucked that little metal bow out of the inside. And I'm scuffing everything so it will take paint and what have you a little better, because it has kind of a semi-gloss finish. Now, luckily, I've got these little tiles from Dollar Tree. Luckily, these were 6 by 6. And it matched exactly with the edge of the design on this tile. I couldn't believe it. It was absolutely perfect. So I'm just drawing where I want to cut it. And I just cut that out with scissors. And then I paint the frame black chalk paint. And I cut out my tile here, and I am painting this with vintage. It says Deco Art Vintage. Let that dry. And then we've got this, what is this color here? This is the Rich Espresso. That's what it is. And we're just going to dry brush that, pick up all those details in that tile. I can't find those tiles anymore at my Dollar Tree. I'm bumming. I got 2 different ones to do these shadow boxes a while back, and I can't find them anymore. I'm dry brushing the vintage on the black frame area. I painted the background black. I didn't really need to. That's going to be covered up with that tile, but... And then we're going to take the metallic Rich Espresso and do just a touch of that on the frame as well. Kind of tie in with the color on the tile there. Now, these are self-adhesive. You peel the backing off, but I went ahead and added some tacky glue around up against the edges just to make sure it wasn't going to peel up. And just spread it nice and thin with a little paintbrush here. Peel off the back. And just get it in place. I couldn't believe how it fit. It fit exactly. Make sure you press it down really well. Don't want it going anywhere. I got this key charm, and it's I wanted to kind of dull it down. Just a little dry brush of black chalk paint. And this is just some champagne gold. And I've got this was a little coffin box that I had textured with some black paint and baking soda before. And I used the coffin, but I didn't need the lid for what I used it for, so I already had that. So I just dry brushed that gold on it. And I'm using super glue here to attach this key to the front of the coffin. And this is one of the large Jenga blocks. I painted the sides black so it would blend in to give this a little height. And I glued that in place, kind of off to the side, coming from out of the corner there. And now I'm adding a little bit of hot glue underneath there to add my black Spanish moss, and then I do the same up around the top. I got these little decorator tacks from Hobby Lobby, and I just tap that in place. And I got a piece of this lace ribbon, and I'm just going to hang that from the tack. Easy peasy. These are so much fun. DIY number 3, Requiem in Rose. So I've got the other shadow box that I treated the same way. Plucked a little bow out of the center, and I am painting this with, this is Deco Art Primitive, which is a very pale, like stone color. I use it to paint skeletons a lot because it looks like natural bone color. And now I'm going to take my Rich Espresso Metallic and dry brush that on all around the frame. And my other tile here, I painted that black and dry brushed the Rich Espresso. I don't know what happened to the footage of all that, but I did the same thing that I did with the other tile. I measured it, cut it out, and painted it. A little bit of tacky glue around the edges. Same deal as the last one. So here I have a little skeleton hand that I've already had painted, and I had used that color Primitive and darkened the creases with Java, which is a dark brown. And now I'm going to take my champagne gold and give that a little shimmer. I got another piece of this lace ribbon, and I'm gluing that right to the frame there because I want that coming from behind the hand. Get some hot glue on the back of my hand here. Let me glue that in place. And I got this little rose, and I want to tone down the bright green of the leaves. So I just dry brush a little black on the leaves. And then I've got my tacky glue, and I just put some on my finger and just glued the lace down to the fingers in a couple of spots so it would stay put. It's really stiff ribbon, and it kept springing back up. Wouldn't just stay laced between the fingers. So I just used a little tacky glue to hold it in place. I put my rose stem through a little bit of black Spanish moss. A little dot of hot glue there. Glue that in place. And then I add a tiny bit more of the moss on the top. Just kind of hide the plasticky look of the stem. And I painted the stem black as well. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed these projects. They're so simple and fun. I really hope you come back and see me again. Here's my reveal. I love doing shadow boxes. I just, I hope I don't run out of ideas for them. There's my coffin. So much fun. And what do you think? Do you think these are, let me know in the comments, you think this is something a witch would have decorating her home? I guess I'm decorating my home with it, so what the hell. Thanks again for being here. Don't forget to like and share and all the things. Bye.